What's up everybody, it's Robin Gaming here. So we gotta talk a bit about these Xbox fanboys that have been going absolutely nuts over the past couple of days. It's been pretty funny to me to see, so I just really wanted to talk with you all about it. So basically what happened is that Digital Foundry released a video where they compared, Rise of the Tomb Raider on the Xbox One X compared to the PS4 Pro and the PC and stuff. Now, basically the conclusion of the video was the game looks better on Xbox One X compared to the PS4 Pro. I don't think necessarily that's a big surprise, because we all know, and nobody has been denying it, that the Xbox One X is a more powerful console compared to the PS4 Pro. Like, that's just a fact. We all know that, so it's very likely and possible that a lot of the third-party games are going to be looking slightly better on Xbox One X with improved textures and maybe character models and stuff like that. So yeah, that was good to see. But then you've got these Xbox fanboys that are just going absolutely crazy over it, and not only that, they started literally saying that the Xbox One X version was looking even better than the PC. Basically, if you look at the screenshot that's behind me, and I'll show it to you in the video right now with a close-up, what a lot of people pointed out is that on the PS4 Pro and on the PC, there is a certain face model that you saw of Lara Croft where she is not like, you don't really see many details on her face as far as blood or mud goes and stuff like that. Then you compare that to the Xbox One X, and you see all of a sudden that she does have that. So that means that there's added detail there, people thought. Of course, we all know that's pretty much impossible. We all know that a PC is always going to be more powerful than an Xbox One X, because, like, if you buy a PC at a certain price point and you make sure that thing is very powerful with a better GPU and CPU, there's no possible way that the Xbox One X can do things, of course, that a PC can do. I think that is just like, that is logical. Everybody knows that, right? So the only reason why this would be the case, if it was actually legit, would be because they added those things later on specifically for the Xbox One X version, and they just didn't bother doing that for the PC and PS4. Has nothing to do with power there, really, right? But it turns out that actually the only reason why this was the case is because it depends on the game state, basically. If Lara Croft gets injured during the game, she automatically will have that blood and mud displayed on her face even during the cutscenes, which are in-game. So this can also happen on the PC and most likely even on the PS4 Pro. So really, there was nothing here to be concerned about at all. And we all know another thing is that, of course, like, these Xbox One X or these Xbox fanboys pretty much are making fun of the PC version, but the PC version is still gonna run at 60 frames per second in 4K with maxed out settings. If you've got a PC that can run it, well, the Xbox One X is never gonna do that, right? Now, here is basically my thoughts on the whole situation, right? This is the thing. I just don't understand why we're making such a big deal about it. These graphical comparisons nowadays are going way too far, in my personal opinion. And then you've got these people saying that, oh yeah, that's easy to say now, Robin, because back in the days in 2013, when the PS4 and the Xbox One had just come out, you've got all these fanboys making videos about 900p versus 720p, and oh look, the PS4 can do this and the Xbox One can't. It's really sad to see. And yes, that was a thing, but at the same time, I will say, I wasn't participating in that. It was just the fanboys doing it, and we all know that the fanboys, are gonna keep just bringing up all this irrelevant stuff that totally has nothing really to do that much with gaming or isn't very important. In the end, it's about the games. And then another thing to me really is that people are now starting to act like resolution and frame rate by definition is graphics, and that is just not the case. I don't understand why people think that resolution and frame rate are now ultimately what matters in games, because this is gonna be me once again bringing up Uncharted or bringing up Naughty Dog, right? But you all know I'm gonna keep doing that. Anyway, like, I want people to, basically what I want people to do, right, is I want people to show me a certain game out now on the Xbox One or on the PC that is going to have an in-game cutscene that will look just as good as any cutscene in Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. I really want people to do that, because you're just not gonna find it. It has nothing to do with resolution or with frame rate. The reason why this game looks so good is not because of that. It is because the developer actually puts a lot of effort into the game, and that's what it what it is always going to come down to, right, is how much effort does a developer put into the game, as far as the character models goes, you know, the texture and details in there, the voice acting, you know, basically just the entire presentation of the game, right, the animations and stuff. That is what ultimately makes a game look good and look realistic. It's not necessarily the resolution and frame rate. Yes, they're nice to have. It's nice to have every game in 60 frames per second. It's nice to have every game in 4K resolution, and we all want that if possible, but at the same time, it doesn't make or break the situation, you know. A game that is 30 FPS, solid at least, is still very much playable, and that does not necessarily make a game worse than anything that is 60 frames per second. The same counts for resolution. Like, whether it's native 4K or upscaled, in the end, it's really the games that matter. And it's just a little sad to me to see at the moment that, you know, these Xbox fanboys, and once again, I don't really want to, like, it's not like I'm, you know, I'm not mad at the general Xbox crowd that's excited for the project, for the Xbox One X, right? Like, be excited for it, and I know that, you know, it is, yeah, once again, a more powerful console, so if you want to play on console, and you don't want to play on PC, then this is going to be the best choice for the third-party games, for sure, right? Because it is more powerful, so third-party games will always look either similar or even better on the Xbox One X, right? And yeah, that's great for those people, but at the same time, these fanboys, it's just a little crazy at the moment how they're making such a big deal out of these things that really don't matter. And we all know right now, the problem Xbox has is not that it was a less powerful console than the PS4 Pro. The real problem was that the games aren't really there anymore at the moment. That's what the problem for Microsoft is they need to, in my opinion, to make the Xbox stay relevant, they need to get rid of this plan to make all games come out on the PC. I just think that completely brings the value down of the Xbox, because it makes the Xbox look like just a less powerful PC that you can buy if you want to, but who really wants that? Because yeah, you can buy a much more powerful alternative that can do so much more and that can play the same games. So that's a big problem, and then at the same time that the quality of these exclusives and the quantity as well is just not really there. You know, you look at what has been brought out this year, and what is it? Halo Wars 2, which nobody cared about, and the new Forza game that's gonna be cool, but it's another Forza, it's nothing new, it's been done now, you know, 10 times before with other Forza games, and it's gonna be a great game, don't get me wrong, but like they need the quantity and quality of exclusives, like what you see right now on the PlayStation side of things, where you see that they innovate with new IPs constantly that aren't only new, that also are quality and that are amazing experiences, you know, that really add something to gaming nowadays. And that's the thing, like, the reason why you don't really hear these PlayStation people at the moment is because they're playing their games. You know, we saw Crash Bandicoot come out, we saw Uncharted The Lost Legacy come out early this year, Horizon and Nier Automata and Persona and all these games, whereas on the Xbox side there's just not really anything happening at the moment, you know what I'm saying? That's what the real problem is at the moment, and so people need to stop making a big deal out of all of these graphics comparisons, because at the end of the day it really doesn't matter that much. Anyway, those are pretty much my thoughts right now. Went a little fast and stuff. I feel like I always have these million points that I want to discuss, and then I just keep bringing them up at random, so I hope it wasn't too chaotic. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, people, and then for now, thanks a lot for watching, and hope to see you again next time.